You open the Starbucks app. You tap Reload. $25 leaves your bank account. No coffee has been ordered. No pastry has been warmed. Nothing has crossed the counter. And yet, Starbucks already has your money. That is the part most people never think about. We assume Starbucks earns when the drink is made. When the cup appears, the name is called, and the payment goes through. But with a preloaded balance, the payment may happen days, even weeks before the coffee. So what exactly does Starbucks gain from getting paid first? Because that $25 is doing more than making checkout faster. It is entering a system designed to bring you back. The obvious Starbucks business is easy to understand. Coffee beans, milk, syrups, food, merchandise, sold at a price higher than the cost of producing and serving them. That part is real. Starbucks is still, first and foremost, selling drinks and food. But the app adds a second layer around that familiar sale. A customer can first become someone who funds a Starbucks balance and only later become the shopper who uses it. Those are two different moments. On Monday, you hand Starbucks $25. On Friday, Starbucks hands you a coffee. The app makes those moments feel like one smooth experience. Financially, they are not the same event. And that gap, the time between payment and product, is where the model starts becoming more interesting. Because Starbucks is not only asking, what will you buy today? It is also asking, can we collect the money for your next visit before you've even decided to come back? When you load money onto a Starbucks card or app balance, Starbucks receives the cash immediately. But it cannot honestly treat the whole amount as drink revenue yet. It still owes you something. Coffee, food, merchandise, some future product inside the Starbucks system. So the loaded value begins as an obligation, often described in financial statements as stored value or deferred revenue. Here's the simplest way to see it. You load $25. Later, you spend $7 on a drink. Starbucks reduces the balance it owes you by $7 and records the sale connected to that purchase. Cash arrived first. Revenue came later. Profit is another calculation again. Those are three different things. But even before the drink is sold, Starbucks has already received the cash. That creates a timing advantage. Customers are helping fund future transactions in advance, not through a formal loan, not through a savings account, through prepayment. One customer doing this is ordinary. Millions of customers doing it creates something much larger. As of March 29, 2026, Starbucks reported about $1.75 billion in combined deferred value connected to stored value cards and its loyalty program. $1.75 billion. That's not a few forgotten gift cards in kitchen drawers. It's $1 billion system built from small balances, app reloads, gift cards, and rewards waiting to be used. But the number needs one important correction. It's not all customer cash sitting untouched in the app. The reported figure also includes obligations connected to unredeemed stars. And it's not profit. It's value Starbucks still expects to settle through future drinks, food, merchandise, rewards, refunds where required, or other legally required treatment. Still, the business advantage is real. Some of the cash linked to those card loads arrived before Starbucks delivered the product, and the customer can't usually take that Starbucks balance and spend it at another cafe. Still, the balance still represents something Starbucks owes the customer, but its destination has already narrowed. It's pointed back toward Starbucks.
Money in your bank account can go almost anywhere. Money loaded into Starbucks is mainly useful at Starbucks. That is the closed loop. And once your spending power is inside that loop, the app surrounds it with reasons to stay there. Mobile ordering, stars, personalized offers, saved favorites, automatic reloads, a progress bar that says you are close to the next reward. Convenient for you? Absolutely. Useful for Starbucks? Very. Starbucks has openly said that its card and rewards programs support convenience, gifting, and more frequent visits. And under the current U.S. program, qualifying digital reloads can earn bonus stars. Load $30 and you may receive 10 extra stars. Load $50 and the reward is larger. That bonus has a purpose. It encourages you to commit more spending before the next drink is ordered. Now, not every rewards member has to preload. Customers can use other payment methods in several markets. But when preloading does happen, Starbucks has changed the question. It is no longer competing for money still sitting in your bank account. It is waiting for you to come back and use money already sitting with Starbucks. Most stored value eventually becomes coffee, food, or merchandise, but not all of it. Some cards are lost, some gifts are forgotten, some accounts keep tiny balances that never feel worth using, and some customers simply never return. Starbucks studies years of redemption behavior and estimates how much value is unlikely to be claimed. That expected non-redemption is called breakage, and breakage becomes revenue. In fiscal 2025, Starbucks recognized about $222.4 million in combined breakage revenue across company-operated and licensed store activity. $222 million from value expected not to be redeemed. But this is where exaggerated versions of the story go wrong. That number is revenue, not pure profit. Starbucks does not instantly keep every dormant balance. Some amounts may be refundable where law requires it. Some may have to be transferred to government unclaimed property authorities. And breakage was still small compared to Starbucks' total company revenue. So this is not the secret engine replacing coffee sales. It's a real supporting income stream created by the payment system around the coffee. And the most valuable part of that system may not be forgotten money at all. Imagine you have $4 left in the app. Another cafe is closer, but Starbucks already has $4 of your money. So you return, order a $7 drink, use the balance, and pay the extra $3. The old balance didn't just disappear, it helped shape the next transaction. Add stars, status levels, personalized offers, mobile ordering, and automatic reload, and the app becomes more than a digital wallet. It becomes a return loop. Starbucks reported 35.5 million active rewards members over a 90-day period in the first quarter of fiscal 2026. That doesn't mean every member preloads money, and it doesn't prove that the app alone caused every purchase. People return because they like the coffee, the locations, the brand, the routine, and the convenience. But the system removes friction and adds another reason not to switch. You're not choosing between two cafes with completely neutral money. Part of your spending may already be committed to one of them. The customer gets speed, rewards, and convenience. Starbucks gets earlier cash, a stronger customer relationship, and a better chance of capturing the next purchase. That's the deeper model. Not just selling one coffee, making the next coffee easier to sell. Now return to that first $25 reload. The money left your account before the drink existed. Starbucks may hold the cash for days or weeks before you redeem the balance. You normally earn no interest on it, and the value is mostly restricted to Starbucks purchases. That can look bank-like. It can resemble interest-free customer financing. But Starbucks is not a bank. Your app balance is not a savings account. It's not a normal deposit. It's not ordinary withdrawable cash. And Starbucks is not using the system to offer customers traditional loans. The accurate story is more interesting than the exaggerated one. Coffee creates the demand. Prepayment brings some cash in early. The closed loop points future spending back towards Starbucks. Rewards make returning easier, and a small, predictable portion of unredeemed value can become breakage revenue. So, the next time you reload the app, the coffee may still be days away. But for Starbucks, the business has already begun. The visible sale happens at the counter. The relationship starts the moment your money enters the system.